Hello and welcome back. So now let's get to the review that was ready, but I guess wasn't ready enough for prime time last week, which is my review of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. Let's address the elephant in the room. Did I like it as much as the first one? No. The first one was a seismic shift in how black superheroes, the culture, an entire race of people were viewed on a global, intergalactic scale. So I don't think you can catch that lightning in a bottle twice. Does that mean I didn't like it? Fuck no. Does it mean it didn't have problems? Yes, it did. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Let me first say that you need to prepare yourselves. The opening scene, the Marvel letters and stuff like that, there was no sound. And it reinforced just how powerful silence could be, because it was just pictures of Chadwick throughout his Marvel run, and I could actually hear people sobbing in the theater. I'm like, yo, if y'all can't hold y'all water, you need to go in the bathroom, go in the stall and cry like a grown-ass man. Not gonna front. These are like, I had to get them orders, remind them that, yo, you need permission to come out of my eyeballs. So, okay. Now that part's over, and I'm past crying a little bit more myself now. The way Marvel addressed the passing of Chadwick, they didn't say why or how he passed away in the movie, but they did, address it and back off from the fact that he had passed away. The actors during the funeral scene, I think throughout the movie, they were not acting. These were people who were genuinely affected by a real life loss and had to accept that reality and shoulder the burden of what he and Black Panther as a whole meant to so many. And the weight of that was palpable. You could feel it radiating through the screen and through the actors. And yeah, that was heavy, dude. That was some heavy ass shit. And that fucked with me. To the people who were complaining about Riri Williams, the girl that betrayed her, she was needed desperately in this movie as comic relief. She was what Shuri was in the first one, because Shuri, I'm trying to be spoiler free as much as possible, dealt with another crushing loss in the same damn movie. So between two deaths and the fact that she had to become the new Black Panther, girl had to do a whole lot of growing up really fast. So Riri Williams was a welcome, funny breath of fresh air that this movie needed. Not saying that there wasn't other comic escapes, reliefs, scenes in the movie, but we needed Riri in this movie, and this girl was just perfect. I can't wait to see her in her own series and being folded into the Armor Wars movie coming out soon. This portrayal of Namor, and I'm still going to call them Atlanteans. I know they're called something else in the movie. I don't care. He has been around 2 years longer than Aquaman. I think he premiered in 1952, or 1950. Aquaman came out in 1952. So he's 2 years older than Aquaman. But like, when you're starting out with any new business, you don't know what's going to stick. So Marvel in their wisdom back then just didn't put that much into Namor. So DC got to jump with Aquaman. And, you know, the Atlantean thing and stuff like that. But I'm still going to address them as Atlantean, so deal with it. The elephant in the room. There's a scene where Okoye speared 3 of them, and they got back up. That's bullshit. Atlanteans can die. They are far stronger than normal humans and Wakandans. But if you run a vibranium spear through them, they gonna die. So I'm going to cry bullshit on that one. The other bullshit thing was Shuri's girl. You gonna set up an ambush in open water against a bunch of Atlanteans who are far stronger than you? That's just piss poor planning, girl. I know you knew it, just but damn. Lead them in dry land or closer. Shit. Riri, Okoye. I cannot say this again enough. You're going to be punched all in your feelings during this movie. Just get ready for it. If you haven't seen it, and some people waited until this Thanksgiving weekend to see it, just be ready. You're going to get hurt. A little bit of bourbon in that one. Angela Bassett won an Oscar for her Tina Turner movie back in 19, whatever it was. Angela Bassett's probably headed for another Oscar because she was able to speak volumes with just a look at whoever she was speaking to in a scene. Every scene she was in, she ate up. Just give her the Oscar, okay? I'm sorry, just give her the Oscar. There was a scene where the French military tried to sneak and invade a Wakandan drilling facility that was digging for vibranium. Y'all should know better than that. How y'all gonna creep? Not only did you creep up in there, and then the girl who's undercover let you into the safe, and you open up the doors, and the door allows you up in there, whoop, 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 and you got your ass beat. And at least they let you live, so that's good. So yeah, don't try that shit again. I can never get enough of that. Whoop, 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 whoop. All in all, would I recommend this movie? Yes. 1 to 10, what am I giving it? A 9. I am glad to see M'Baku had more lines than he did in the first one, and they have set him up to be the king of Wakanda by the end of it. And much like her brother before he became king, Shuri will just be doing a Black Panther thing, protecting the kingdom, and M'Baku will be the statesman. That's just how it's going to work out. That's just how they set it up. And there is one other scene that with a little bit of time travel, they could set up the next Black Panther. Not going to spoil it. It's going to be kind of obvious at the end, but you'll see what I'm talking about. All in all, this was an emotional dick punch. I thought the underwater scenes were done very well. I understood why they had to go with the Aztec look of the Atlanteans in this movie. Because of legalities, you can't use Atlanteans anymore. But I get it. And to all of the people that are complaining, are probably a bunch of colonizers themselves. Or once again, hating that people of color, more people of color, have superpowers. So yeah, y'all can eat a giant bag of dicks. And so for this review, that is it. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you later. Ciao.